When Caleb and I left our jobs to begin our year of travel, one of our goals was to experience as much as we possibly could from every country that we visited. So when I started looking into accommodation options for us in Thailand, I knew we were in for an adventure. We booked 3 of the most unique Airbnbs throughout Thailand, and over the next few weeks, we'll be showing off all the weird and wonderful things that make these stays special. So let's get started and take a look inside of Thailand's most unique Airbnbs.
We're headed to our first of 3 unique Airbnbs here in Thailand. This one is a traditional style house right off a canal, or klong, and the klong boats have quickly become my favorite way to get around the city, so I'm really excited to stay right on the water.
Great. Wow. It's huge.
Wow,
Thank you very much for everything.
Lindsay. Whoa.
Gosh. It's so cute. They're so nice. Look at this. Custom welcome board. This is so nice. When I booked a house on the river, I was expecting like bare bones. No. We have hot running water, we've got Wi-Fi, we have air conditioning, we have a refrigerator, we've got a TV. They're gonna be making us breakfast tomorrow morning. And they asked if we wanted Thai style or American style, and if we eat everything. This is already amazing. I'm so excited to give you a tour around this place. Okay, now we're gonna give you the tour of this place, starting from the outside here. Here's the entrance. This is kind of the porch area, and then we will move into the main room. This main room here has a giant cozy bed, a TV, and a desk. When you're in here, it's easy to forget that you're on a canal. We've got all kinds of amenities. We've got AC, Wi-Fi. It's very easy to be comfortable in here. And then back here, we enter the bathroom, which is massive. We have a giant shower with working hot water, a toilet that flushes, a sink, and we've got a refrigerator that they stocked with bottled water, coffee, tea, dishes, really anything we could need. My expectations have been far exceeded by this place already, and we have not even showed you the outside yet.
We booked this place months ago, and we didn't really know the lay of the land in Thailand. We just saw it was on a canal and it looked cool, so we booked it. Fast forward a few weeks, we were on the way back from Koh Tao on a train, and our train mate told us about this place called the Artist House, which is a famous place in Bangkok. So we were looking forward to checking out the Artist House, and it just happened to be on a map right next to the place we were staying. So we're like, okay, this works out perfect. We're gonna get a chance to see it. Turns out we are actually staying in the Artist House. So everything you've been seeing around us that's surrounding the place we're in, as soon as we walk out the door, there's crowds of people. That's because we're staying in like a tourist hotspot. This place is so cool. So we're gonna go find some crafts to do and talk a little more about it.
We got our bracelet and our bead holder, and now we have to pick out which beads we want. For the bracelet, we got mostly black and white beads. We also got this one that kind of looks like the flag of Thailand. to remind us where this bracelet came from.
So this place is like hundreds of years old, and they've turned it into kind of like an art gallery, puppet show place, and there's also like crafts, which is pretty cool. We're looking forward to coming here. It's so funny that we just like ended up staying inside the place. I got to pick exactly one bead.
Now, how do we finish this?
I think we go up there and they tie it for us.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Everyone else, they've got to go home. Us, you should go right there. You just stay right there. Can I see the final bracelet?
Yeah.
There's so many fish. That's so crazy. No one's even feeding them right now. They're just coming up. I don't know why. We ordered some food and had a relaxing dinner overlooking the water. It was such a nice escape from the hustle and bustle of Bangkok. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. The host family is going to cook us breakfast in about an hour. We're just kind of hanging out. Last night we noticed something cool. So we mentioned that you can kind of forget that you're in a canal house here, but you can hear the water and when boats go by. And we were looking down, and in between the floorboards, you can actually see there's cracks, and you can see all the way down and see water below. So we're only above the water because there's a little half-inch piece of wood holding us up.
So there's a bunch of catfish in this canal, and we saw a bunch of them come to the surface. And we were wondering what that was about, so we looked it up, and turns out catfish, or these catfish at least, if they don't get enough oxygen through their gills, they'll come up to the surface and gulp air to breathe, get enough oxygen. Isn't that crazy?
Let me give you a little tour around breakfast. First off, we have these fruits. The host called these long yin. I've never seen these before, but they look just like black cherries with pits, except they're transparent, which is pretty cool. We have pad thai with noodles with an egg on top. And then we have what looks like egg noodles with minced and sliced pork on top. Soup, I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like some kind of a broth with green onions. Coffee, most importantly, and water. All right, that was our stay on the Kluang in Bangkok. Next up, we'll see you in Chiang Mai.
Caleb and I raced a bus versus a train to get to Chiang Mai. No spoilers on who won, but link to that video is in the description. Our second Airbnb is an earth home that's about a 15-minute drive from the city center. We rented a motorcycle and made our way there.
Nice. Wow. There it is. Wow. Welcome to our Earth Home Airbnb. Lindsay and I were pretty exhausted after traveling, so we took a little nap and ran out of daylight. So we're gonna do a quick tour tonight, and in the morning we'll do the full tour where we'll show you all the cool details and the outside. So over here to the side, we have a little closet behind this curtain, and we also have some dishes and a fridge. You have some kitchen stuff over here, so you have a microwave, a coffee pot, and a nice vanity here. So this is the only sink in the house, so for the kitchen stuff or for the bathroom. Also, you'll start to notice a lot of the really cool details on the wall through here. There's hand-painted astrology signs on all of the walls, and up top you have a galaxy and stars painted above. All right, come back here, watch your head. Over here we have a really nice bathroom, but we'll show you what that looks like in the morning. And as we keep going through the house, you come into what I assume is like a kid's bedroom. Spare bed down here and lots of paintings on the walls. Next up, we have upstairs. Watch your step. This staircase is really cool, but I have to admit, I almost fell down it earlier, so be careful. And then you have the coolest part of the house, upstairs. 2 separate beds on the floor, a little AC, which is definitely needed. All of the heat's risen up here, so it's a little warm, so we'll have to turn that on before we go to sleep. And then you have more awesome hand-painted details, so more stars and planets up top, and more astrology symbols on the walls. That's pretty much it for tonight, so stay tuned for tomorrow morning where we'll go a little bit more into detail.
Now that we've explored this place a little bit more and stayed overnight, we're going to show you all the details that make this place really unique. Starting with the front door, it's a double front door. There's one for privacy and then a screen. Both of them have latches on the top and the bottom, so you can secure them from the inside. When you step inside, there's an area that's about an inch lower than the rest of the floor that we've been using as a kind of mudroom for our shoes. This place also gives you slippers for the rest of the house. Moving into the entryway area, one thing that we found really cute about this place was in the closet, there's a message board with notes and pictures from people who have stayed here previously. I think the only other thing we missed in the tour yesterday was there are some ottomans that we found in the closet that can be used as additional seating for the table in here. Moving on, we have the bathroom. Starting at the door, there's a note here that tells you that the water here is powered by solar, so it just asks that you be mindful of the water that you use. The bathroom itself is great. I didn't really know what to expect from an Earth Home bathroom in terms of amenities and plumbing, but it is fully functional like a regular bathroom. The shower back here is one of the nicest I've used in a very long time. It's a rain waterfall. It's a waterfall shower, and the pressure is great. The hot water gets really hot, so it's wonderful. Besides that, there's a toilet and probably Caleb's favorite feature of this place, which I'll let him show you himself.
All right, so in Thailand, we've been discovering how bathrooms function a little different, and something we've seen all over the place, but haven't used yet, are bum guns. And this is like what you would have in your kitchen sink, but it's like a handheld bidet. I'll let you imagine how that works and maybe update you when I finally get the courage to use one.
Okay, now we'll move into this back living room area. I think this kind of captures the spirit of the Earth House. For some background on it, this entire place, the walls, everything, is made out of clay, which is crazy for me to think about. All the electronics, the lights, the plumbing that go into this, to know that like the walls and everything are clay. It's wild. On the Airbnb listing, they make a note that the clay walls might cause a bit of an earthy smell in here, which you might have noticed there's a ton of air fresheners around here. They said they were working to eliminate the smell as much as they could. We haven't noticed any earthy smell. I don't know if it's the air fresheners, or if it's not that noticeable, or if we've just been keeping the windows open most of the time, but we haven't noticed anything. It's been fine for us. But this room, we've been using as a kind of charging station / hangout area when we don't want to go up the death stairs into the loft. Which brings us to the death stairs. They're a bit precarious. They're a bit slippery in socks. We're just very careful when we use them. They do have some black grip tape on the edge of each of the stairs, which I think is what saved me from falling down them earlier. We'll proceed upstairs with caution. And we made it up to the loft area. This is where we slept last night. I think we mentioned yesterday that it was a little hot up here, but we ran the AC unit for like 10 minutes and it cooled right off, and we were able to turn it off and sleep super comfortably through the whole night. The only thing that was a little funny about last night was in the ceiling they have these little vents to let in light, keep the ventilation, the air moving. One other thing that was noted on this Airbnb listing is that the property has cats. We saw one walking in yesterday. They're kind of roaming around. And at like 3 in the morning last night, I was woken up to this meowing noise. One of the cats had made its way up onto the roof of this and had its head over the vent, looking down at me, and it was just meowing at me at 3 in the morning. It was it's a little jarring. It was fine. Other than that, I slept great. And yeah, I think that does it for the tour. We're gonna go see the outside now. Slowly. One step at a time.
All right, welcome outside. If you haven't noticed by now, these buildings are giant mushrooms. How cool is that? I really like this mosaic tile detail on the steps. I also really like these vines that grow up on the sides. It really plays into the whole earth home thing really well. You have awesome hand-painted details here, and this lock is actually how you get in and out. So when you check in, they give you a little code, now you know how to get in, and then once you're inside, you can obviously lock it with the latches. When you book the mushroom, you also get access to an outdoor kitchen, an outdoor laundry space, and the grounds of the property are really pretty. So there's gardens all over and it's nice to walk around. That was our stay at the mushroom. Now let's get back to Bangkok and stay at our last unique Airbnb. We're staying in a treehouse. Come on in, we'll show you around. So our first reaction was, this is the treehouse you picture when you're a kid. This place is so cool. It's small, but if anything, that makes it feel like a real treehouse. I think it's great. So this is it. You're kind of looking at all of it. We have a small bed here, so we're gonna be snuggling a little bit. I don't mind that at all, because we have air conditioning, which is necessary in Bangkok. It's the winter and it's still like 90 degrees outside Fahrenheit. We have a fridge here, which is great. We also have a little kettle, towels. We have a bathroom downstairs we'll show you in a minute. That's just for us. And then we have lights too. So we have party lights, and then we have just regular overhead lights. Funny story, this morning we found a coffee shop close to this Airbnb so we could get in the area for check-in. And we found this really cool coffee shop that had peacocks and it was really nice. So we went to that one, and it turns out that's this place. So we're actually on the property that has like the peacocks and all kinds of cool stuff. So we're gonna show you that and what it's like to stay here tonight. So we have this really nice upstairs area. This is all shared, but we'll definitely be using this later. And let's get downstairs. Our bathroom is back here, so it's kind of behind and under the treehouse. This is the tree that supports the treehouse, so right behind it. All right, this is the bathroom. So toilet here, pretty simple. It's a pretty nice bathroom, actually. And then shower here, hot water, and a sink. How are ya? You're a majestic little thing. Yep.
I think it's dinner time for the fish. Every time we walk over to the edge of the pond, they all come over and are like moving their mouths. I feel bad. I feel like we're teasing them. Look at them. She said we could go in. I'm kind of scared to get that close to the peacocks. Look at that thing. That thing looks kind of mean.
I'm going in. Alright, will you help me get the gate?
Yeah, she said be careful of the turtle.
Be careful of the turtle. I don't want to let them out.
I'll lock it behind you. Okay, good luck.
Thanks. Have you ever seen the back of a peacock?
I know.
I'm a little nervous, to be honest. Do you hear it ruffling its feathers?
The turtle's coming up.
Turtle's coming to me.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to climb the wall to get to you.
That was so cool. I was a little nervous. Birds, I don't know, freaked me out a little, but that was fun.
This afternoon's been fun. Now we are off to dinner. The place where the treehouse is kind of like a self-contained complex. You go in, there's a coffee shop, there's a restaurant, and then there's our treehouse, and then 3 or 4 other like little huts, houses where people can stay. And it's all connected in one little courtyard. So we're going to the restaurant that's in here. Also the same place we went for lunch. Okay, so like I said, we came here for lunch too, and we got the pad kaprao, and it was so spicy. My mouth was on fire for like an hour and a half after we ate.
So I ordered a beer to treat myself because it's Friday night and we've been trying to stay within budget, so I really haven't been drinking. This was 110 baht, so I was like, oh, that's a little pricey. It's a huge beer. 620, I don't know what that is. It's 620 units of liquid. Someone knows the conversion, let us know.
For dinner, we got gyoza and a scallion pancake to share. Dinner was great. We are gonna probably walk around a little bit, play some cards, go to bed. We'll give you our final thoughts in the morning.
We had such a great time exploring these Airbnbs. Of course, Thailand has a million amazing places to stay, and we were constrained by time and budget. But filming this video led us to exploring parts of the country we wouldn't have explored otherwise, which made the experience really special. If you want to see us film more videos like this in the future, let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, see you next time.